Frankly, you might not care, but the truth is, the legacy of Gone with the Wind is profound. This film, a monumental achievement in cinema, has left an indelible mark on both American culture and the film industry. The cast, a remarkable assembly of talent, brought to life the complex characters that have captivated audiences for generations. Each actor and actress contributed their unique skills, creating performances that are still celebrated today. Their portrayals of love, loss, and resilience resonate deeply, making the film a timeless classic. However, the somber reality is that every cast member has now passed away. Their journeys, both on and off the screen, serve as a testament to the power of storytelling and the impact of their work. Reflecting on their lives and careers reminds us of the artistry and dedication that shaped this iconic film, inspiring future generations to appreciate the craft of acting and the stories that connect us all. The casting of Gone with the Wind proved to be a significant challenge during the making of the film. David O. Selznick, the producer, knew from the start that Clark Gable was the ideal choice for Rhett Butler. This decision was met with difficulties due to Hollywood studio system constraints and MGM's initial unwillingness to release Gable. Similarly, finding the perfect actress for the role of Scarlett O'Hara was a long and arduous process. 31 actresses auditioned for the part. David O. Selznick was convinced that Vivien Leigh was the ideal fit, and despite her lower profile in Hollywood, Selznick managed to acquire her for the role. Convincing her director, Alexander Korda, to lend Vivien Leigh to the project took some time, but eventually she was cast as Scarlett O'Hara. The laborious search for the ideal lead actors for this iconic film took 2 whole years.
Family's girl, and it sure is a happy day.
Oh, yes, Mammy, the happiest days are when babies come.
William Clark Gable was born on February 1, 1901, in Cadiz, Ohio. His journey into acting began in the 1920s after he worked at a tire company. Inspired by a stage play he attended, he decided to pursue a career in acting. Gable started off in small roles, often as an extra, and many of his early performances went uncredited. Despite this, he quickly established himself as a versatile actor, showcasing his talent in various genres. The 1930s marked a turning point in his career, as he gained fame through hit films like Laughing Sinners, A Free Soul, and It Happened One Night. By the time he was cast as Rhett Butler in the epic film Gone with the Wind, he had become one of the biggest stars in Hollywood. His portrayal of the charming yet complex character solidified his status as a leading man. Gable's career spanned almost 40 years, and he continued to act in notable films until his final role in The Misfits, released in 1961. Tragically, he passed away on November 16, 1960, due to coronary thrombosis at the age of 59.
Observe my hands, my dear. I could tear you to pieces with them.
Born on November 5, 1913, in Darjeeling, British India, Vivien Leigh's journey into the world of acting began when she moved to the United Kingdom with her mother and stepfather during her early teens. Encouraged by friends, she took a chance and became an extra in a film, which led to her first role in Things Are Looking Up. In this film, she portrayed a schoolgirl, and this experience sparked her passion for acting. Throughout the 1930s, she appeared in several British films, including Fire Over England and A Yank at Oxford. While she gained fame in England, she remained largely unknown in the United States until her casting in the epic film Gone with the Wind. This role catapulted her to international stardom, making her a household name. Another significant performance came with her portrayal of Blanche in A Streetcar Named Desire, further solidifying her status as a talented actress. Her final film appearance was in the 1965 movie Ship of Fools. Sadly, she passed away on July 7, 1967, due to chronic tuberculosis at the age of 53.
What have you done?
She wanted me to go to Atlanta.
Born on July 1, 1916, in Tokyo, Olivia de Havilland grew up in a family that appreciated the arts. Her mother was a stage actress who performed in England, which inspired Olivia to pursue a career in acting. She studied acting, music, and elocution, laying a strong foundation for her future in film. Her first film appearance came in 1935 with A Midsummer Night's Dream, where she showcased her talent. However, it was in 1939 that she truly gained stardom with notable films like Dodge City and the iconic Gone with the Wind. In Gone with the Wind, she played the role of Melanie, a character that became one of her favorites, and showcased her ability to portray depth and emotion. Throughout her career, she appeared in hit films across the USA, the UK, and Europe, earning acclaim for her performances. After a long and successful career, her final role was in the 1988 TV movie The Woman He Loved. Following this, she withdrew from the film industry and chose to live in Paris for several decades. Olivia de Havilland passed away in Paris on July 26, 2020, at the remarkable age of 104.
They was fighting for him, so it just got toe in hand.
Scarlett, you look. The W's at the end.
Born on September 21, 1932, in Waukegan, Illinois, Mickey Coon's early life was shaped by his family's move to Los Angeles during the Great Depression, seeking better opportunities. He began his journey in the entertainment industry as a child actor, honing his craft through acting school. His big break came in 1939 when he starred in the film Juarez and gained fame for his role as Bo Wilkes in the iconic movie Gone with the Wind. This film became a landmark in cinema history, and Coon's performance contributed to its lasting legacy. He later reunited with the talented Vivien Leigh in A Streetcar Named Desire, showcasing his growth as an actor. After his time in Hollywood, Coon joined the U.S. Navy, where he served for 4 years and worked as an electrician. Following his military service, he returned to acting, taking on small roles in various feature films and television episodes. Eventually, he left the entertainment industry to work for American Airlines in several administrative roles. Throughout his life, he attended film festivals that celebrated his work and shared stories about his experiences in Gone with the Wind. Mickey Coon passed away on November 20, 2022, in a hospice facility in Naples, Florida, at the age of 90.
Spirited and vivacious. Well, men may flirt with girls like that, but they don't marry them. I think you're being very mean to her.
Reflecting on the legacy of Gone with the Wind, it is essential to recognize the profound impact this film has had on cinema and culture. The cast, featuring remarkable talents like Vivien Leigh, Clark Gable, and Hattie McDaniel, brought to life characters that have become iconic. Their performances captured the complexities of love, loss, and resilience, resonating with audiences across generations. Each actor's unique skills contributed to the film's enduring appeal, making it a timeless classic. As we acknowledge that every cast member has now passed away, we are reminded of the artistry and dedication that shaped this cinematic masterpiece. Their journeys, both on and off the screen, highlight the power of storytelling and the emotional connections that films can create. The stories they told continue to inspire future generations, encouraging an appreciation for the craft of acting and the narratives that unite us all. The legacy of Gone with the Wind lives on through the memories of these talented individuals and the timeless themes they portrayed.
But I don't expect no doctor could have done no better. Only Miss Melly, she feel kind of poorly night, so...
Gone with the Wind, released in 1939, is a cinematic masterpiece that has captivated audiences for decades, and it certainly lives up to its powerful reputation. The film, which runs over 4 hours, is an epic portrayal of love, loss, and resilience set against the backdrop of the American Civil War. Many viewers, like one who waited 28 years to watch it, find themselves drawn into its grandeur and emotional depth, often returning to it multiple times after their initial viewing. The film's visual and narrative scope is breathtaking, showcasing the tumultuous period of the Civil War with impressive special effects and set designs that were groundbreaking for its time. The depiction of the war, the struggles of the southern landscape, and the chaos of evacuation are rendered with a level of detail that remains striking even today. This historical context adds layers to the story, making it not just a romance but a commentary on a pivotal moment in American history. At the heart of Gone with the Wind is the unforgettable character of Scarlett O'Hara, portrayed by Vivien Leigh. Scarlett is a complex figure, embodying both vulnerability and strength. Viewers often find themselves oscillating between admiration and frustration with her character. She is depicted as whiny and needy at times, yet she also demonstrates remarkable resilience and determination. This duality makes her one of the most influential characters in film history, and Leigh's performance is widely regarded as one of the best. Her ability to navigate the character's many transformations ensures that Scarlett remains a memorable figure long after the credits roll. Clark Gable's portrayal of Rhett Butler adds another layer of complexity to the film. Initially perceived by some as lacking depth, Gable's performance evolves throughout the narrative, revealing the intricacies of Rhett's character. He embodies a charming yet flawed man, whose overconfidence and carefree attitude are challenged by his deepening love for Scarlett. Gable's charisma and screen presence are undeniable, and his performance has earned him a rightful place among the great leading men of cinema. The supporting cast is equally impressive, featuring a range of characters that enrich the story. Hattie McDaniel's portrayal of Mammy is particularly noteworthy, as she became the first African-American actor to win an Academy Award for her role. Her performance adds depth to the household dynamics and highlights the complexities of race and class during the era. Leslie Howard as Ashley Wilkes and Olivia de Havilland as Melanie Wilkes also deliver standout performances, with Melanie's kindness and loyalty providing a stark contrast to Scarlett's more self-serving tendencies. The film is filled with remarkable performances from a talented ensemble, including Harry Davenport, Thomas Mitchell, and Butterfly McQueen, each contributing to the film's rich tapestry. While Gone with the Wind is celebrated for its storytelling and performances, it is not without its criticisms. Some viewers express discomfort with the film's romanticization of the antebellum South and its portrayal of slavery. These elements have sparked discussions about the film's historical accuracy and the implications of its narrative choices. Critics argue that the film glosses over the harsh realities of the time, presenting a version of history that can be seen as problematic. This duality in reception reflects the ongoing conversation about how classic films should be viewed in the context of contemporary values. In conclusion, Gone with the Wind remains a monumental film that continues to evoke strong reactions, both positive and negative. Its epic scope, memorable characters, and historical significance ensure its place in cinematic history. Whether one views it as a timeless classic or grapples with its controversial themes, the film undeniably offers a rich experience that resonates with audiences across generations. The combination of stunning visuals, powerful performances, and a compelling narrative makes it a film that is worth watching, even decades after its release.
There isn't going to be any war.
Not gonna be any war. Why, honey, of course there's gonna be a war.
As the final credits roll on this timeless epic, the story of Scarlett O'Hara and Rhett Butler may seem to come to a close, but the journey does not end here. What became of the talented cast who brought these unforgettable characters to life? Behind the glamour and the accolades, each actor faced their own unique paths, filled with triumphs and challenges. From the iconic Vivien Leigh, whose portrayal of Scarlett left an indelible mark on cinema, to Clark Gable, the charming Rhett, whose legacy continues to captivate audiences. Their lives after the film reveal a tapestry of ambition, heartache, and resilience. Did they find the same success in their subsequent roles, or did they struggle against the shadows of their past performances? Join us as we delve into the fascinating stories of these stars, uncovering the secrets and surprises that shaped their lives long after the cameras stopped rolling. Prepare to be intrigued by the unexpected twists that followed their legendary performances.
That's it. I'll think about that tomorrow.
And we want all your waltzes. First Brent, then me, then Brent, then me again, and so on.
Anne Rutherford portrayed Corinne O'Hara, the younger sister of Scarlett O'Hara, in the 1939 classic Gone with the Wind. Her character is often overshadowed by the film's more prominent figures, yet Corinne's innocence and vulnerability reflect the turmoil of the era. Rutherford's performance captured the essence of a young woman caught in the chaos of war and family strife, adding depth to the film's emotional landscape. After Gone with the Wind, Rutherford's career continued with notable roles in films like The Bride Came COD and The Secret Life of Walter Mitty. However, her personal life was marked by challenges. She faced the pressures of Hollywood, including typecasting, and the struggle to find substantial roles. In the 1940s, she endured a tumultuous marriage to actor and director William H. Wright, which ended in divorce. Later, she experienced financial difficulties, leading her to work in television and stage productions. Rutherford's later years were spent away from the spotlight, but she remained active in the entertainment community. She passed away in 2012, leaving behind a legacy that reflects both her contributions to film and the complexities of her life. Her story is a reminder of the often hidden struggles behind the glamour of Hollywood. Thomas Mitchell's portrayal of Gerald O'Hara in the 1939 film Gone with the Wind is a complex blend of charm and tragedy. As the father of Scarlett O'Hara, he embodies the struggles of a Southern gentleman facing the collapse of his way of life. Mitchell's performance captures the essence of a man torn between love for his family and the harsh realities of war and loss. His ability to convey deep emotion made Gerald O'Hara a memorable character, yet it also foreshadowed the personal challenges Mitchell would face in his own life. After the film's success, Mitchell's career continued to flourish, earning him an Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor for his role in Stagecoach. However, his life was marked by personal hardships. He battled alcoholism, which affected both his career and relationships. His tumultuous marriage to actress and writer Helen M. Mitchell ended in divorce, adding to his struggles. Despite these challenges, he remained a respected figure in Hollywood. In his later years, Mitchell faced health issues, including a battle with pneumonia, which ultimately led to his death in 1962. His legacy endures through his impactful performances, but the shadows of his personal life remind us of the complexities behind the screen. Last known information indicates that he is remembered not just for his roles, but for the darker aspects of his life that shaped him as an artist.
Scarlett, you just gotta go on being brave. Think about your Paul like he used to be.
I can't think about
Vivien Leigh's portrayal of Scarlett O'Hara in the 1939 film Gone with the Wind remains iconic, capturing the complexity of a woman driven by ambition and desire amid the chaos of the Civil War. Leigh's performance was marked by a fierce intensity, embodying Scarlett's resilience and vulnerability. However, the role came at a personal cost. Leigh struggled with mental health issues, including bipolar disorder, which would haunt her throughout her life. After Gone with the Wind, Leigh's career continued to flourish with notable performances in films like A Streetcar Named Desire, earning her a second Academy Award. Yet, her personal life was tumultuous. She endured a troubled marriage to actor Laurence Olivier, marked by infidelity and emotional turmoil. Their relationship was both passionate and destructive, leading to a painful separation. Leigh faced numerous challenges, including health problems and the stigma surrounding her mental illness. Despite these hardships, she remained a celebrated actress until her death in 1967. Recent information reveals that her legacy endures, with ongoing discussions about her impact on cinema and the complexities of her life.
What's your interest in Ashley and Miss Melanie?
It's nothing. Let's go into the house, Paul.
Jane Darwell's portrayal of Mistress Merriweather in the 1939 film Gone with the Wind is a striking example of her ability to embody strong maternal figures. Her character, a staunch supporter of the South, reflects the complexities of loyalty and resilience during a tumultuous time. Darwell's performance added depth to the film, showcasing her talent in a role that resonated with audiences. Born in 1879, Darwell had a long career in theater and film, but her life was not without challenges. She faced personal hardships, including the tragic loss of her son, which deeply affected her. Despite this, she continued to work, earning an Academy Award for Best Supporting Actress for her role in The Grapes of Wrath in 1940. In her later years, Darwell became reclusive, retreating from the public eye. She lived in a modest home in California, where she found solace in gardening and her pets. Her final years were marked by health issues, and she passed away in 1967 at the age of 87. The legacy of her performances endures, but the shadows of her personal struggles linger, reminding us of the complexities behind the screen.
Say, I'd laughed and I said,
But you didn't mean it. I know you didn't mean it.
Charles Middleton portrayed the stern man with the stovepipe hat in charge of convict workers in the 1939 film Gone with the Wind. His character, a symbol of authority and control, managed the labor force with an iron fist, reflecting the harsh realities of the time. Middleton's performance added a layer of complexity to the film, showcasing the struggles of those caught in the web of societal expectations and the consequences of war. After the film's release, Middleton continued his acting career, often cast in villainous roles due to his commanding presence. However, his life was not without turmoil. He faced personal hardships, including financial difficulties during the Great Depression, which led to a decline in his career. Scandals also marred his reputation. He was rumored to have had tumultuous relationships that often ended in public disputes. In his later years, Middleton struggled with health issues, which limited his ability to work. He faded from the public eye, and details about his final days remain scarce. The last known information suggests he lived a quiet life away from Hollywood, leaving behind a legacy marked by both his memorable roles and the shadows of his personal challenges.
Talk to me like that, Red. I'm so scared. I wish I could get out of here.
Let's get out of here together. No use.
John Arledge played the role of the dying soldier in the 1939 classic film Gone with the Wind. His character, though brief, left a haunting impression, embodying the tragic cost of war. The scene captures the despair and hopelessness of a soldier facing his end, a moment that resonates deeply with the film's themes of loss and sacrifice. Arledge's performance, though not central to the plot, added a layer of emotional weight to the narrative. After his role in Gone with the Wind, Arledge's career did not flourish as expected. He faced personal hardships, including struggles with alcoholism, which affected his professional life. His later years were marked by a series of scandals, including tumultuous relationships and financial difficulties. Despite these challenges, he continued to work in smaller roles, but the spotlight had dimmed. The last known information about John Arledge is sparse. He faded from public view, and details about his final years remain elusive. His life serves as a reminder of the darker side of fame and the personal battles many face behind the scenes.
To a lady, but I can't help being proud of it.
You're not making money.
Well, I can't complain.
George Reeves portrayed Brent Tarleton, Scarlett O'Hara's charming suitor, in the 1939 classic Gone with the Wind. His role, though brief, left a lasting impression, showcasing his ability to embody youthful exuberance and romantic longing. However, this early success did not shield him from the darker turns of life that lay ahead. After the film, Reeves struggled to find substantial roles, often being typecast due to his boyish looks. He eventually found work in television, most notably as Superman in the 1950s series Adventures of Superman. Despite his professional achievements, Reeves faced personal turmoil. He battled depression and financial instability, exacerbated by the pressures of fame. His life took a tragic turn when he was found dead in 1959 under mysterious circumstances, with the official ruling being a suicide. However, many speculated about foul play, given the complexities of his relationships and the Hollywood environment. In recent years, interest in his life has surged, with documentaries and films exploring the enigma surrounding his death. The truth remains elusive, leaving a haunting legacy behind.
No, but she was ruined just the same.
Victor Jory portrayed Jonas Wilkerson, the field overseer, in the 1939 classic film Gone with the Wind. His character is a complex figure, embodying the tensions of the Reconstruction era. Wilkerson is depicted as a manipulative and self-serving individual, representing the changing social dynamics of the South. Jory's performance added a layer of depth to the character, making him memorable despite the film's many iconic roles. After the film, Jory's career continued to flourish. He appeared in numerous films and television shows, often playing authoritative figures or villains. However, his life was not without challenges. Jory faced personal hardships, including a tumultuous marriage to actress and writer Margaret Wycherley, which ended in divorce. He also struggled with the pressures of Hollywood, leading to bouts of depression. In the 1950s, Jory became involved in various stage productions, showcasing his versatility as an actor. Despite his success, he remained a private individual, shying away from the spotlight. The later years of his life were marked by a return to television, where he found steady work until his passing in 1982. His legacy endures through his impactful performances, leaving a lasting impression on the film industry.
Regular Spitfire, ain't you?
Eddie Rochester Anderson played Uncle Peter, Aunt Pittipat's coachman, in the 1939 film Gone with the Wind. His role, though minor, added depth to the film's portrayal of the South during the Civil War era. Anderson's character served as a reminder of the complex social dynamics of the time, navigating the tensions between servitude and dignity. Anderson's career began in vaudeville, where he showcased his comedic talent. He became a prominent figure on radio, particularly known for his work on the Jack Benny program, where he played the role of Jack Benny's butler. Despite his success, Anderson faced significant challenges. He struggled with the racial stereotypes prevalent in Hollywood, often being typecast in roles that limited his range as an actor. His personal life was marked by hardships, including financial difficulties and the tragic loss of his first wife, which deeply affected him. In the later years of his life, Anderson battled health issues, including a heart condition. He passed away in 1977, leaving behind a legacy that reflects both the struggles and triumphs of African American performers in the entertainment industry. His contributions continue to resonate, reminding us of the complexities of race and representation in film.
But I'll think of some way to get him back. After all,
Olivia de Havilland's portrayal of Melanie Hamilton in the 1939 film Gone with the Wind remains one of her most memorable roles. Melanie, the gentle and kind cousin of Scarlett O'Hara, embodies grace and resilience amidst the chaos of the Civil War. De Havilland's performance brought depth to a character often overshadowed by the more flamboyant Scarlett, showcasing her ability to convey strength through vulnerability. This role earned her an Academy Award nomination, solidifying her status in Hollywood. After Gone with the Wind, de Havilland faced significant challenges in her career and personal life. She became embroiled in a legal battle with Warner Brothers, fighting for better contracts and working conditions, which led to a landmark decision in her favor. This battle marked her as a pioneer for actors' rights in Hollywood. However, her personal life was marked by turmoil, including a strained relationship with her sister, actress Joan Fontaine, which became a public feud. De Havilland also faced the pressures of fame, leading to periods of isolation and introspection. In her later years, de Havilland lived in Paris, where she continued to act sporadically. She remained a figure of intrigue, often reflecting on her past and the changing landscape of the film industry. As of her last known information, Olivia de Havilland passed away on July 26, 2020, at the age of 104, leaving behind a legacy of talent and resilience that continues to inspire.
Oh, Ashley, I've got a present for you, too.
Harry Davenport portrayed Dr. Mead in the 1939 classic Gone with the Wind. His character, a compassionate physician, provided a sense of hope amid the chaos of war and personal tragedy. Davenport's performance was marked by a quiet strength, embodying the moral compass of the story during its darkest moments. Born in 1866, Davenport had a long career in theater and film, appearing in over 100 films. He was known for his versatility, often playing authority figures or wise mentors. However, his life was not without challenges. Davenport faced personal hardships, including the loss of his first wife, which deeply affected him. He struggled with the pressures of Hollywood, where the competition was fierce and the toll on personal relationships was high. In the late 1940s, Davenport's health began to decline. He battled various ailments, which limited his ability to work. Despite these struggles, he remained a respected figure in the industry until his death in 1949. His legacy endures through his memorable roles and the impact he had on early cinema.
Wear that. Nothing modest or matronly will do for this occasion. And put on plenty of rouge. I want you to...
Cliff Edwards played the role of the reminiscent soldier in the 1939 classic Gone with the Wind. His character, a somber figure reflecting on the past, adds depth to the film's exploration of loss and memory. Edwards, known for his distinctive voice and charm, brought a haunting quality to this minor yet impactful role. After Gone with the Wind, Edwards faced significant challenges. His career, once vibrant, began to decline as the film industry evolved. He struggled with alcoholism, which affected both his personal life and professional opportunities. Despite his earlier success as a voice actor, particularly as Jiminy Cricket in Disney's Pinocchio, he found it difficult to regain his footing in Hollywood. Edwards also faced personal hardships, including financial difficulties and strained relationships. His life was marked by a series of scandals, including tumultuous romantic entanglements that often made headlines. In his later years, he lived in relative obscurity, battling health issues. The last known information about him indicates that he passed away in 1971, leaving behind a legacy that is both celebrated and shadowed by his struggles.
Part of my blood, and we understand each other.
But you love me.
How could I help loving you?
Evelyn Keyes portrayed Sulin O'Hara in the 1939 classic Gone with the Wind. Her character, the spoiled and ambitious sister of Scarlett O'Hara, is marked by jealousy and a desire for social status. Keyes brought a complex mix of vulnerability and ambition to Sulin, making her a memorable part of the film. After Gone with the Wind, Keyes' career continued with notable roles in films like The Jolson Story and The 7-Year Itch. However, her personal life was fraught with challenges. She faced a tumultuous marriage to actor Charles Vidor, which ended in divorce. Keyes also struggled with depression and the pressures of Hollywood, leading to a series of relationships that often ended in heartbreak. In her later years, she became a recluse, living in a modest home in California. Keyes passed away in 2008, leaving behind a legacy marked by both her cinematic contributions and the shadows of her personal struggles.
When babies come, I wish... Oh, Mammy, she's beautiful. What do you suppose they'll name her?
Miss Scarlett done.
Laura Hope Cruz portrayed Aunt Pitty Pat Hamilton in the 1939 film Gone with the Wind, bringing a blend of warmth and fragility to the character. Her performance captured the essence of a Southern matriarch, embodying the complexities of a woman caught in the turmoil of war and societal change. Cruz's portrayal was memorable, yet it marked a peak in her career that would soon face challenges. After the film's success, Cruz continued to act, but struggled to find roles that matched her earlier acclaim. She faced personal hardships, including the loss of her mother, which deeply affected her. In the 1940s, she became embroiled in a scandal involving her close friend, actress Mary Astor, which drew public scrutiny and overshadowed her career. Despite these challenges, Cruz remained resilient, continuing to perform in theater and television. In her later years, she battled health issues, including a heart condition, which ultimately led to her passing in 1970. The details of her life remain shrouded in mystery, with few records documenting her final days. Laura Hope Cruz's legacy endures through her iconic role, yet her personal struggles paint a darker picture of a talented actress navigating the complexities of fame and life.
Get out of the way! Get away! Walk!
Marjorie Reynolds played the role of the charming and flirtatious guest at 12 Oaks in the 1939 classic Gone with the Wind. Her character added a touch of lightness to the film's intense drama, showcasing her ability to embody the spirit of the South during a tumultuous time. Reynolds' performance, though brief, left a lasting impression, contributing to the film's rich tapestry of characters. After the film, Reynolds faced a challenging career in Hollywood. She struggled to find roles that matched her early success, often relegated to supporting parts in B-movies. Her personal life was marked by hardships, including a tumultuous marriage to actor and director William Marshall, which ended in divorce. Reynolds also faced financial difficulties, leading her to take on various roles in television and theater to make ends meet. In her later years, Reynolds found some stability, working in television and making guest appearances. She remained a beloved figure among fans of classic cinema. The last known information about her indicates that she lived a quiet life until her passing in 1997, leaving behind a legacy that continues to resonate with film enthusiasts. Hattie McDaniel's portrayal of Mammy in the 1939 film Gone with the Wind remains one of the most iconic yet controversial roles in cinema history. As a house servant, Mammy embodies the complex and often painful stereotypes of African American women during that era. McDaniel's performance earned her an Academy Award for Best Supporting Actress, making her the first African American to win an Oscar. However, this achievement came with a heavy price. McDaniel faced backlash from the black community for perpetuating the Mammy stereotype, which many felt undermined the struggle for civil rights. After the film's success, McDaniel's career faced significant challenges. She struggled to find roles that matched her talent, often relegated to playing maids and servants. Her personal life was marked by hardships, including a tumultuous marriage and battles with health issues. In the 1940s, she was embroiled in a scandal involving her home, which was targeted by the Hollywood elite for its location in a predominantly white neighborhood. Despite these challenges, McDaniel remained a resilient figure in Hollywood. In her later years, McDaniel's health declined, and she passed away in 1952 from breast cancer. Her legacy continues to spark discussions about race, representation, and the complexities of her roles. Recent efforts to honor her contributions include the restoration of her childhood home and ongoing recognition of her impact on film and culture.
Melanie. Yes. Yes, I couldn't I? Oh, Mother, you're sweet.
John Ray played the role of the prison gang overseer in the 1939 film Gone with the Wind. His character was a dark figure, embodying the harsh realities of life during the Civil War. Ray's portrayal added a layer of tension and danger, reflecting the struggles and moral complexities of the time. His performance was noted for its intensity, leaving a lasting impression on audiences. After the film, Ray's career continued, but he faced significant challenges. He struggled with typecasting, often being seen as a villain due to his role in Gone with the Wind. This limited his opportunities in Hollywood. Personal hardships followed, including battles with alcoholism that affected both his career and personal life. Ray was involved in several scandals, including a highly publicized altercation with a fellow actor that led to a temporary exile from the industry. In his later years, Ray faded from the public eye, and little is known about his final days. He passed away in 1963, leaving behind a legacy marked by both talent and turmoil. His life remains a testament to the darker side of fame and the struggles many actors face.
Death in front of my eyes. No chloroform, no bandages, nothing. Nothing to even ease their pain. Now run along and don't...
William Bakewell played the role of a mounted officer in the 1939 classic film Gone with the Wind. His character, though minor, contributed to the film's portrayal of the Civil War's chaos and the Southern experience. Bakewell's performance added a layer of authenticity to the tumultuous backdrop of the story, showcasing the struggles faced by those caught in the conflict. After the film's release, Bakewell's career continued in Hollywood, but he faced challenges. He appeared in various films throughout the 1940s and 1950s, often in supporting roles. However, his career was marred by personal hardships. Bakewell struggled with alcoholism, which affected his work and relationships. He faced several scandals, including tumultuous relationships that drew media attention. In his later years, Bakewell faded from the public eye, living a quieter life. The last known information about him indicates he passed away in 1993, leaving behind a legacy marked by both his contributions to film and the shadows of his personal battles.
Miss Melly, you mustn't risk it. It's too dangerous.
Children are life renewing itself, Captain Butler.
Clark Gable's portrayal of Rhett Butler in the 1939 film Gone with the Wind remains iconic. Gable embodied the charm and complexity of Butler, a character marked by his cynicism and deep emotional layers. His performance captured the essence of a man torn between love and duty, leaving a lasting impression on audiences. Gable's rugged good looks and commanding presence made him a perfect fit for the role, solidifying his status as a leading man in Hollywood. After Gone with the Wind, Gable's career continued to flourish, but his personal life was riddled with turmoil. He faced the tragic loss of his third wife, Carole Lombard, in a plane crash in 1942, which left him devastated. Gable struggled with depression and turned to alcohol to cope with his grief. His relationships were often tumultuous, marked by affairs and scandals, including a notorious romance with actress Loretta Young, which resulted in a secret daughter. In the later years of his life, Gable served in the U.S. Army Air Forces during World War II, a move that showcased his patriotism, but also took a toll on his health. He returned to acting but never regained the same level of fame. Gable's final years were spent in relative seclusion, battling health issues, including heart problems. He passed away in 1960, leaving behind a legacy of both cinematic brilliance and personal tragedy. His life story remains a testament to the complexities of fame and the shadows that often accompany it.
And I intend getting still drunker before the evening's over. But you're not going...
Karen Marsh played a small but memorable role as the barbecue guest in the 1939 classic film Gone with the Wind. Her character added to the vibrant social tapestry of the film, showcasing the Southern lifestyle during a tumultuous time. Despite the limited screen time, Marsh's performance contributed to the film's rich atmosphere, capturing the essence of the era. After Gone with the Wind, Karen Marsh's career took a different turn. She faced significant challenges in Hollywood, struggling to find substantial roles in an industry that often overlooked women, especially those with minor credits. Her career included appearances in various films and television shows, but she never achieved the stardom that many of her contemporaries enjoyed. Marsh's personal life was marked by hardships. She endured a tumultuous marriage that ended in divorce, which left her grappling with financial instability. Scandals surrounding her relationships and struggles with mental health added to her mysterious persona. In her later years, she became reclusive, distancing herself from the public eye. The last known information about Karen Marsh indicates that she lived a quiet life away from Hollywood, reflecting on her past with a sense of both pride and regret. Her story remains a poignant reminder of the complexities faced by women in the film industry. Yakima Canutt portrayed the character Renegade in the 1939 classic Gone with the Wind. His role, though not central to the film's main narrative, showcased his exceptional skills as a stuntman and horseman, contributing to the film's dramatic action sequences. Canutt's physicality and expertise in stunts brought a raw energy to the character, embodying the tumultuous spirit of the era. Born in 1895, Canutt's career spanned several decades, making him a prominent figure in Hollywood. He was known for his daring stunts in westerns, often performing dangerous feats that pushed the limits of safety. However, his life was not without turmoil. Cannot faced personal hardships, including a tumultuous marriage that ended in divorce. He also struggled with the darker side of fame, including battles with alcoholism that affected his career and personal relationships. In later years, Cannot transitioned to directing and training other stunt performers, leaving a lasting legacy in the film industry. His last known information indicates he lived a quiet life until his passing in 1986, leaving behind a complex legacy marked by both triumph and struggle.
I'll see what I can do, Miss Scarlett.
What's your sister so mad about, Scarlett? You sparking her beau? As if I...
Leslie Howard portrayed Ashley Wilkes, a character caught in the turmoil of love and loyalty in the 1939 film Gone with the Wind. His portrayal of the sensitive and conflicted Southern gentleman resonated with audiences, showcasing a man torn between societal expectations and personal desires. Howard's performance was marked by a deep emotional undercurrent, reflecting the struggles of a man who could not fully embrace his own feelings. After the film's success, Howard's career continued to flourish, but he faced personal hardships. He was known for his strong anti-fascist views, which put him at odds with the political climate of the time. In 1943, during World War II, he was tragically killed when his plane was shot down by German fighters. His death was shrouded in mystery, with rumors suggesting he was targeted for his outspoken beliefs. In his personal life, Howard dealt with the pressures of fame and the toll it took on his relationships. He had a complicated marriage and faced scandals that affected his public image. Despite these challenges, he remained a beloved figure in Hollywood. The last known information about Howard is that he is remembered as a talented actor whose life was cut short, leaving behind a legacy that continues to intrigue and inspire.
That's what you think. I was going to Atlanta with you in that new dress.
Oh, Mammy, darling.
No use to try to sweet talk me, Miss.
Ona Munson's portrayal of Belle Walling in the 1939 film Gone with the Wind remains a haunting testament to her talent. As the complex madam of a brothel, Munson brought depth to a character often overlooked in discussions about the film. Belle is both a survivor and a tragic figure, embodying the struggles of women in a tumultuous era. Munson's performance was marked by a blend of strength and vulnerability, leaving a lasting impression on audiences. After Gone with the Wind, Munson's career faced challenges. She struggled to find roles that matched her earlier success, leading to a decline in her film appearances. Her personal life was marred by scandal. She was involved in a highly publicized divorce from her first husband, which drew media attention. Munson also faced financial difficulties, leading her to take on various stage roles to support herself. In her later years, Munson became reclusive, living away from the Hollywood spotlight. She passed away in 1955, leaving behind a legacy that is often overshadowed by the film's more prominent stars. The details of her final years remain sparse, but her impact as Belle Walling continues to resonate in cinematic history.
Miss Scarlett.
I don't care. I'm too young.
Rand Brooks portrayed Charles Hamilton, Melanie's brother, in the 1939 classic Gone with the Wind. His character is often overshadowed by the film's more prominent figures, yet he plays a crucial role in highlighting the complexities of family loyalty and the impact of war on personal relationships. Brooks's performance captures the essence of a man caught between his love for his sister and the harsh realities of the Civil War. After Gone with the Wind, Brooks faced challenges in his career. He struggled to find roles that matched the prominence of his character in the film. His filmography included a mix of B-movies and television appearances, but he never achieved the same level of fame. Personal hardships marked his life as well. He faced financial difficulties and battled alcoholism, which affected both his career and personal relationships. Scandals surrounding his private life added to the darkness, as he often found himself in the tabloids for various reasons. In his later years, Brooks withdrew from the public eye, living a quiet life away from Hollywood. The last known information about him indicates that he passed away in 2003, leaving behind a legacy tied to one of cinema's most iconic films, yet marked by the struggles of a life lived in the shadows.
I killed him. Yes, I did. I killed him. Oh.
Irving Bacon played the role of Corporal in the 1939 classic film Gone with the Wind. His character, though minor, contributed to the film's portrayal of the Civil War's impact on Southern society. Bacon's performance added depth to the narrative, showcasing the struggles faced by soldiers during that tumultuous time. After the film, Bacon continued to work in Hollywood, appearing in over 300 films and television shows. His career spanned several decades, But it was not without challenges. Bacon faced personal hardships, including financial difficulties that plagued him throughout his life. He struggled with typecasting, often being cast in similar roles that limited his opportunities for more diverse characters. In the 1950s, he faced a scandal when he was accused of being involved in a controversial production that led to public backlash. This incident affected his reputation and career trajectory. In his later years, Bacon lived a quiet life, away from the spotlight. He passed away in 1965, leaving behind a legacy marked by both his contributions to film and the shadows of his personal struggles. The last known information about him highlights a man who, despite his successes, battled the darker sides of fame and fortune.
Your child has been born.
My child, ma'am? I'm sure I don't understand.
Has been born.
Tommy Kelly played the role of the boy in band in the 1939 classic film Gone with the Wind. His character, though minor, contributed to the film's rich tapestry of Southern life during the Civil War era. Kelly's youthful presence added a layer of innocence amidst the film's dramatic themes. After the film's release, he faced the challenge of being typecast as a child actor, struggling to transition into adult roles. In the years following his early success, Kelly encountered personal hardships. He battled with alcoholism, which affected both his career and personal life. His struggles led to a series of failed relationships and financial difficulties. Despite these challenges, he managed to find work in various television shows and films, but none reached the heights of his early fame. In later years, Kelly became reclusive, distancing himself from the Hollywood scene. The last known information about him suggests he lived a quiet life, largely out of the public eye, reflecting on his past with a mix of nostalgia and regret.
Scarlett. I'm so glad to see you again.
Melanie.
Ward Bond portrayed the role of Tom, the Yankee captain, in the 1939 classic film Gone with the Wind. His character, though not central to the plot, represented the complexities of the Civil War era, embodying the conflict and moral dilemmas faced by individuals during that tumultuous time. Bond's performance added depth to the film, showcasing his ability to convey strength and vulnerability. After Gone with the Wind, Bond's career flourished, leading him to become a prominent character actor in Hollywood. He appeared in numerous films and television shows, often playing rugged, authoritative figures. However, his life was not without challenges. Bond struggled with alcoholism, which affected both his personal and professional relationships. He faced scandals, including a publicized feud with fellow actor John Wayne, which stemmed from their differing political views. Despite these hardships, Bond remained a beloved figure in the industry until his untimely death in 1960. His legacy continues through his memorable roles and the impact he had on American cinema. The last known information about Bond highlights his enduring influence, as his performances are still celebrated today.
I don't care. I'm too young to be a widow.
Miss Scarlett.
Dale Van Sickle played the role of gentleman at 12 Oaks Barbecue in the 1939 classic film Gone with the Wind. His character, though minor, contributed to the film's rich tapestry of Southern society during the Civil War era. Van Sickle's portrayal added a layer of authenticity to the social gatherings depicted in the film, reflecting the genteel culture of the time. After the film's release, Van Sickle's career took various turns. He faced personal hardships, including struggles with alcoholism, which affected his professional life. Despite his early success, he found it challenging to secure leading roles, often relegated to supporting characters. His life was marked by a series of tumultuous relationships and financial difficulties, leading to a decline in his public presence. In the late 1940s, Van Sickle became embroiled in a scandal involving a high-profile affair that drew media attention, further complicating his already troubled career. He eventually faded from the spotlight, with little known about his later years. The last confirmed information about him dates back to the early 1960s, after which he seemingly vanished from public life, leaving behind a legacy shrouded in mystery.
No! I haven't seen my family in 3 days. I'm going home for half an hour.
Alan Howland portrayed a carpetbagger businessman in the 1939 film Gone with the Wind, a character emblematic of the opportunistic figures who emerged in the South after the Civil War. His role highlighted the tension between the old Southern aristocracy and the new economic realities, showcasing a man driven by profit amid the chaos of Reconstruction. Howland's performance added a layer of complexity to the narrative, illustrating the moral ambiguities of survival in a devastated society. After the film, Howland's career continued in Hollywood, but he faced personal hardships. He struggled with typecasting, often being relegated to supporting roles. His life was marked by a series of scandals, including rumored affairs that tarnished his public image. Financial difficulties plagued him, leading to a decline in his career. Despite these challenges, Howland remained a respected figure in the industry until his passing in 1963. The last known information about him reveals a man who, despite his struggles, left a lasting impact on the film industry through his memorable performances.
More than a house. It's a whole world that wants only to be graceful and beautiful.
Tom Tyler portrayed the role of commanding officer during the evacuation in the 1939 film Gone with the Wind. His character faced immense pressure as he navigated the chaos of war and the desperate need to protect civilians. Tyler's performance captured the tension and urgency of the moment, showcasing a leader grappling with the weight of responsibility amid turmoil. After the film, Tyler's career continued in Hollywood, where he became known for his roles in westerns and action films. However, his life was not without challenges. He faced personal hardships, including struggles with alcoholism, which affected his relationships and career trajectory. Scandals surrounding his off-screen behavior often overshadowed his professional achievements. In the later years of his life, Tyler withdrew from the public eye, living a more secluded existence. The last known information about him indicates that he passed away in 1954, leaving behind a legacy marked by both cinematic triumphs and personal battles. His story remains a haunting reminder of the complexities of fame and the human condition.
To take that chance, would you want it to be jounced over rough roads and have the baby ahead of time in a buggy?
It isn't my baby. You take it.
Frank Phelan played the role of a soldier aiding Dr. Meade in the 1939 classic film Gone with the Wind. His character, though minor, contributed to the film's portrayal of the Civil War's impact on individuals and families. Phelan's performance added depth to the narrative, reflecting the struggles and sacrifices of those caught in the turmoil of war. After the film, Phelan's career continued to flourish, with notable roles in television and film throughout the 1940s and 1950s. He became well known for his work in the series The Life of Riley, where he played the character of Jim Gillis. However, his life was not without challenges. Phelan faced personal hardships, including the loss of his first wife, which deeply affected him. He also dealt with the pressures of Hollywood, where scandals and rumors often surrounded actors. In his later years, Phelan remained active in the industry, but his health began to decline. He passed away in 1985, leaving behind a legacy of diverse roles and a complex personal history. His last known information reflects a man who navigated the highs and lows of fame, ultimately finding peace in his later life.
Known you to ever hated it.
Richard Farnsworth played a soldier in the 1939 classic film Gone with the Wind, a role that, while small, contributed to the film's epic portrayal of the American Civil War. His character embodied the struggles and sacrifices of those caught in the turmoil of that era. Farnsworth's performance, though brief, hinted at the depth of emotion and conflict that defined the lives of soldiers during the war. After the film, Farnsworth faced numerous challenges in his career and personal life. He struggled to find substantial roles in Hollywood, often relegated to minor parts. Despite this, he persevered, eventually gaining recognition in the 1970s for his work in television and film, including a notable role in the 1978 film Comes a Horseman. Farnsworth's life was marked by personal hardships, including a battle with depression and the tragic loss of his wife, which deeply affected him. He also faced health issues later in life, leading to a difficult struggle with cancer. In his final years, he remained dedicated to his craft, earning an Academy Award nomination for Best Actor for his role in The Straight Story in 1999. His last known information reflects a man who, despite the shadows of his past, continued to shine in the world of cinema until his death in 2000.
Save your hide, but...
I will not listen.
Yes, you'll listen. Miss Mellie's a fool, but not the kind you think.
Mary Anderson portrayed Maybelle Merriweather in the 1939 classic Gone with the Wind. Her character, a spirited Southern belle, added depth to the film's exploration of the Civil War's impact on society. Anderson's performance was memorable, yet it was just one chapter in a life marked by both triumph and turmoil. After the film's release, her career faced challenges. She struggled to find roles that matched her talent, leading to a gradual decline in her visibility in Hollywood. Anderson's personal life was fraught with difficulties. She faced financial hardships, particularly during the Great Depression, which forced her to take on various jobs outside of acting. Scandals also shadowed her, including a tumultuous marriage that ended in divorce, leaving her to navigate the complexities of single life in a judgmental society. Despite these challenges, she remained resilient, often reflecting on her experiences with a sense of dark humor. In her later years, Anderson distanced herself from the spotlight, choosing a quieter life away from the public eye. The last known information about her suggests she lived in relative obscurity until her passing in 2014, leaving behind a legacy that is both celebrated and shrouded in mystery.
Counting on eating barbecue with you two.
Well, you are, Scarlett. Of course you are, honey.
Oh, I never can make up my mind which of you two.
Claire James played a minor but memorable role in the 1939 classic Gone with the Wind. Her character, a spirited Southern belle, added depth to the film's portrayal of the tumultuous era. Despite the film's success, James struggled to find her footing in Hollywood afterward. The transition from a celebrated film to a career in a competitive industry proved challenging. In the years following Gone with the Wind, James faced personal hardships that overshadowed her professional life. She became embroiled in scandals, including a highly publicized affair with a prominent director, which damaged her reputation. Financial difficulties plagued her, leading to a series of uncredited roles and bit parts in lesser-known films. James battled depression and substance abuse, which further complicated her career. By the late 1940s, she had largely faded from the public eye. The last known information about her suggests she lived a reclusive life, away from the glitz of Hollywood, with few details emerging about her later years. Her story remains a haunting reminder of the fragility of fame.
And that's where it's been for 2 whole days.
Oh, man.
And then this evening.
Isabel Jewell played the role of Emmy Slattery in the 1939 classic Gone with the Wind. Her character, a spirited and determined woman, provided a glimpse into the struggles faced by those in the South during the Civil War. Jewell's performance, though brief, left a lasting impression, showcasing her ability to convey deep emotion and resilience. After Gone with the Wind, Jewell's career continued with notable roles in films like The Letter and The Man Who Came Back. However, her personal life was marked by turmoil. She faced significant challenges, including a tumultuous marriage to actor and director Paul C. Smith, which ended in divorce. Jewell battled alcoholism, which affected her career and personal relationships. In the 1940s, she found herself embroiled in scandal when she was arrested for possession of narcotics, leading to a public downfall. Despite these hardships, Jewell managed to rebuild her career, appearing in various television shows in the 1950s. Her later years were quieter, and she lived in relative obscurity until her death in 2007. The complexities of her life reflect the struggles of many in Hollywood, where fame often comes with a heavy price.
Well, aren't you going to kiss me goodbye?
Don't you think you've had enough kissing for one?
As we wrap up our journey through the world of Gone with the Wind, it's hard not to feel a wave of nostalgia. This film, released in 1939, not only changed the lives of its cast, but also left a lasting mark on cinema. Vivien Leigh, who played Scarlett O'Hara, faced personal struggles, including battles with mental health, while Clark Gable, known for his role as Rhett Butler, dealt with the pressures of fame and the tragic loss of his beloved co-star, Curly Lombard. Their stories remind us of the challenges faced behind the scenes. Did you watch this classic during your childhood? Perhaps it was a family tradition to gather around the television for its epic tale of love and loss. What memories do you have connected to this film? We invite you to share your stories in the comments below. Your experiences could spark a conversation and connect us all through the magic of this timeless movie.
None of you care for me.
Oh, my dear, why must you make me say things that will hurt you?